welcome you to a new makeup tutorial. You got this beauty some time ago, friends, and I'm speaking about Chanel Lumiere Graphique. This stunning palette that came last year, in the beginning of last year for winter. I treasure this palette, friends. We're going to be doing another makeup look using this stunning palette. And if for any chance happen that you don't have that palette, but you have this beautiful product from Natasha Denona Xenon palette. Okay, it is a mini Xenon, which is this one. I own both. Let me tell you, this palette is my must go all the time, regardless. With any makeup look that I do, I have to grab into this palette. I'm going to be doing one eye with Natasha Denona, the same makeup look, and I'm going to be performing on the other eye with Chanel. So if happen you have one or the other one, you can more or less see where it's going to be the finish. I hope that you really like the idea of this makeup tutorial. I'm more than happy, friends, to bring new things. As I explained, I've been explaining since last year, the intention is to use everything we have at home. Last year, we were pretty much bombarded, with so many stunning makeup releases, friends. I'm being on the task, friends, to help you and to help myself as well to use all the beautifulness I bought through summer, fall, winter, and the beginning of this year. I couldn't start the day without my PAFUME from YSL or Yves Saint Laurent. Is LIBRE Intense. From all of the perfume that I own, friends, this is the one that turns head around. Everybody has to ask me what I'm wearing. So this is fabulous for winter because it's that kind of warm, sweet scent. I'm going to begin with the process of the application of my foundation, and I'm picking for today this beautiful foundation from Christian Dior, and I'm going to be using 2 neutral as a foundation stick. And rest with assurance, friends, that my face is fully prepared to receive all of the product. I found this foundation, friends, so handy, easy to use, doesn't take too long for me to apply it. So it's crazy how cool it is, friends. This is the coverage of the foundation. I have to reapply a tiny little bit more since it's very lightweight, light coverage, just where I have the most of my redness, but the foundation is beautiful, produce a blurring effect. We have talked about this before, it's just stunning. I'm going to proceed with my Chanel, and the reason I'm picking Chanel, it is because this product have a color correcting effect. So with this, I don't need to go with the second shade because that's everything in one. I just finished applying Givenchy Prisme Libre Loose Powder 03 Voila. Okay, this powder is a new formula. It can contain more pearls, but it's not a meaning than it's leaving your face with glowy, shiny finish. Provide more luminosity because of the pearls, but it's not leaving the face under any meaning shiny. I have never showed this, but I have over here all of the main brushes I use for every makeup look. The first makeup look is going to be using the palette from Chanel, because taking advantage of this winter, in 2 or 3 more days we are going to receive some snow here. Freezing time now, is very cold, but I'm not that cold as I was yesterday. So if you don't have the palette from Chanel, Lumiere Graphique, made in Italy, is an eyeshadow queen. You can have this other option from Natasha Denona. So I'm going to be using 1 and 1, so you can make your own. Not judgment, my friends, for the only reason, friends, to teach, to show you options. If happen you don't have the palette, you don't have to suffer, friends, because you don't have the same exact color story. The shimmer, and then we have this kind of, I would like to say it's like a champagne green, can give you some vibes. So let me apply first this shade all over my eyelid. Let me see if I can use my finger for the purpose. So as I said, we're going to do 2 makeup looks, one with this palette and the other one with Natasha Denona. So color story are super similar. And now with my finger, 1/3 of my from the inner, I'm going to start applying this silver shade. This product doesn't need any kind of primer. So I'm going to create a little shadow, something really soft. Then we're going to be evoking this beautiful winter we are living right now. It's super soft, the shade, friends. Begin building or saturating. Or here, you can give the shape that you want it. So you want to round it, or you want it more like a cat eye. It's up to you, my friends, okay? So I take it very high. So now I'm applying this shade over here. Look like a green, but it's between champagne green. So this kind of makeup look is going to help you to open up your eyes, okay? So now we're going to be working with the black over there. And I'm going to grab this pucker and I'm going to start from my high point or point B, applying the black, okay? With this brush, I'm going to start diffusing. Now with hourglass. Just with the eyeshadow you can extend your wing as it is your desire, my friends. okay? Now we're going just to diffuse. And with an even more smaller precision brush, I'm going to be grabbing into this product once again to make this connection very pretty. As you understand, we're not using any liquid eyeliner, see? And the statement that you are going to have on the eye is just stunning. So I'm diffusing, combining the black a slightly bit with a very gray silverish. So to get this kind of a grayish shade, okay? And pushing it in the same angle where the wing it is. This makeup look doesn't have any kind of liquid eyeliner, but in this case, if I do have to bring the black to the inner, I would love to do it with the hourglass so you can understand. If you don't know how to apply the pencil directly, use the sharp angle brush. So coming very close to the lash line. Look how beautiful it is. And as you pay attention, the wing is super soft, friends. Amount of concealer is minimum. So the question is, I do want to open the eye or I want to lift the eyes. So in my case, I want both. I want a lift and I want to open it. We're coming with Tone 4. This is stunning cream. The name is cream. And I'm going to apply a little bit of the product on the waterline. Last step with this very soft beige. I'm going to diffuse everything on my lower, okay? You can do it with bronzer as well. I love bronzer, and the reason of using bronzer for this step, friends, because the particles of the bronzer are micro particles, so the blending is super natural, okay? Just with my finger, I'm going to apply a tiny little bit of this on the brow bone. Okay, my love, this side of my eyes are done, as I did apply these eyelashes from Tati Lashes till 6. I cut it because I need to adjust it to my eye, and this is the final look using Chanel. I think the palette, friends, I'm still in love with this creation that happened I would like to say was last year in the very beginning, between 23-24 winter. Okay? And I'm going to proceed, since we're done with this, I'm going to proceed with the palette from one of my favorite makeup artists, which is Natasha Denona. I think Natasha Denona produces beautiful quality product. And for the rest of the face, we're going to discuss what I put on my face. If I'm doing cool tone shade, what happens if I apply warm tones on the bronzers and blushes. And I'm going to start by applying this white shade here, just for my base on the inner. I was just explaining that this with this palette, friends, and that includes Natasha Denona, we don't need to use any type of primer, okay? The three white, and you can observe on the palette, they look pretty much same to me. These are the three. I'm going to apply this one that is kind of silverish all over my eyelid. Beautiful product, friends. Very pretty. I'm using a dense brush from MAC 217. How gorgeous it is, the pigmentation. As you can see, friends, look at the similitude regarding shades. Wow. I'm trying to see for a shade I can put on the brow bone. Let me see if this work. Oh yeah. Okay, I need to dip. The order in which you apply the product, friends, just depend on your taste, okay? I emphasize when you do this part, do it with your eye open so you can see where exactly are you putting the product. The only thing, Natasha Denona's palette doesn't have intermediate shade like Chanel. Then you can find that beige. This is the only brown I can see here, but we're going to see in a second, okay? Blackest shade you can see in the right middle, this one. I'm going to start working on the outer. Let me show you the 3 black shades. What are options here? They are all like with a grayish finish. It's not as the mini Xenon that actually had a black. It's the same palette, but I'm missing on the big palette this shade here. So let us use the black because I want to do the same makeup look since it's still from Natasha. I want to apply the hourglass starting from my point B out. See how we start playing with the symmetry little by little, friends. So now we're going to combine 2 shades in order to start diffusing this. I'm combining because it's what I found. This kind of beigey shade with this one, okay? So the other one is ivory, so I can get more or less the transition I create on this eye. I don't have exactly the same shades, so might be slightly bit different, but the concept. So this is the art, right, of artistry. I love it because it gives us not only option, but we start developing, you know, the creativity. And the more than you practice, the better than you are getting, you know. I'm going to apply this shiny shade I did apply on this other eye with the channel, which is kind of silverish, you see. Here on the other eye, the lightest shade was pretty much like a soft white, because they all have a sort of grayish, you see. They're not white. To a difference than the palette from Chanel, the shimmer shade is silver, pure silver, is this one here. So that is why probably might look slightly bit different, okay? The amount of fallout than the product from Natasha Denona. Her friends are so minimum. Yeah, I just got an Amber Alert using Tom Ford. I'm back with the eyelash in place and retouching slightly bit of concealer on this eye since it was a tiny fallout. I'm going to proceed, friends, right now for my contour, applying my Carolina Herrera. Oh my, very convenience. That is the color. Look at this beauty. It's 02 medium. I love it because that is true kind of neutral shade. With this powder, friends, you need to be little by little because the formula from Carolina Herrera are very strong, good quality, honestly. From the high point of my cheek in between, not on the hollow, but in between, okay? So I follow the line of my natural shape, okay? Unless then you want the contour for correction. So I did apply the contour on my forehead, but this is the beauty from Carolina Herrera. I'm going to be listing all of the product, friends, so you can have the opportunity to have access to that. And I'm going to play with this Chanel. It's a rose polaire from the collection Less Beige. This was launched last year. So I'm going to proceed with the application of my blush. So just with the remaining, I come slightly bit here. So remember I was telling you, if you're doing cool tone shades on your eyes, you can perfectly work with warm shades on your face and the contrast look amazing. So now, since this is very in again, but I did bought last year these liquid highlighters from Christian Dior. Early is the Illuminator Hydrating Highlighter Long Wear. Make sure that you check your product, okay? Because if the product is sitting for a little bit of time, you know, you can reactivate the formula. So I'm going to use a tiny little bit on this side of my hand. I come and dab my brush in circular motions, and you can build the product as well as it is your preference. And I'm applying a tiny little bit of the product here for luminosity. With a tiny little bit, you are going a very long way, friends. But don't forget this area, because here is where the light is always going to hit you, okay? Here and here, just with whatever it is on my brush. So for my lips, I'm going to be using this shade from Makeup Forever, Versatile Chestnut. Okay, my friends, final thoughts regarding the performance of these two products. Then they are winter product, past releases, but never obsolete. I'm speaking about Lumiere Graphique from Chanel, the 23-24 winter season, and last year the Mini Xenon palette launched from Natasha Denona. Performance wise, Chanel has the most clean type of shimmer here. This is a kind of, it's a glittery, creamy, jelly creamy pigment. Gives the impression of having, look at this, metallic kind of white finish. how much. I couldn't have enough from this, friends. He's so stunning. Also, the palette contained a pure black, highly pigmented, and 2 shades that I use as transition. No fallout, stunningly done, stunningly performed. And Natasha Denona, I love the palette, friends. So because you can judge for yourself. The palette is a beauty. The palette is so versatile. So many variation of shades. The black, which is this, and the black in the middle have some sort of grayish. Okay, makes sense. But in order to provide the depth, since the mini Xenon, which is the same palette in a mini version, have a pure black over there. So this is what I use on the outer. You have both palette. I don't know if you can actually tell that this eye makeup look was done with 2 different products. One that is a luxury high-end product, and the other one, it is a prestige product on the category of prestige. The 2 eye makeup looks done with 2 different palettes, one luxury, one prestige, Chanel, Natasha Denona. Look for my lips, versatile chestnut from Makeup Forever, beautiful product. And from Natasha Denona, I did my dream lipstick. It's very natural. If you soften the product, friends, you can get just a touch of something, okay? And my Natasha Denona, friends, I have a special love for this product because I truly respect her in all of the productions she does. She's an Italian makeup artist, friends, but the formulas, wow, she might be investing a lot. Because if we had to compare the $69 we pay for this kind of palette until this very day, all of the palette of this nature from Natasha Denona, manufactured in Italy, are $69. And comparing a palette from Huda Beauty, $69, friends, but the palette presents so much fallout. The formulation are extremely dry. The formulas in 1 hour, you don't have anything on your eye because the product fade away. So minimum amount of concealer on my eyes, as always. The most product you apply on your eyes, the heaviest they are going to feel. By the way, the sweater I'm wearing today is from H&M. It's the online collection. I bought it online. It's a sweater long sleeve. It couldn't be more cozy. You won't believe me, but I still having the tag over here because it's brand new. And is the line that they normally bring. So this is 100% alpaca. So that is why I bought it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, please. Because you know, my friend, that I'm being here for my pure heart. The table was full of luxury, friends. I filmed with a 4K camera using 70% of natural light with a 30% of artificial light. Bye.